Dear students, welcome to the second session on the chapter Admission cum Retirement. Here in this session, let us take up the second question under this chapter Admission cum Retirement. Arun and Kiran were working as equal partners as on 31st March 2015. Arun decided to retire and in his place Nikhil was to be admitted to the firm being Arun's son as on 1/4/2015 for 2/5 share in the profits. The balance sheet of Arun and Kiran was as follows as on 31st March 2015. On the asset side we find debtors, stock, machinery and goodwill. On the liability side bank overdraft, creditors and capitals of Arun and Kiran. At the time of Arun's retirement, the firm's goodwill was valued at 40,000, stock was written up to 80,000, 2,500 of debtors were considered as bad and reserve of 5% for doubtful debt is necessary. Machinery is written down to 80,000. Nikhil was admitted on the condition that enough money should be introduced to enable Arun to be paid out and leave rupees 5,000 cash at bank in the manner as would make their capitals proportion to their share of profit. Arun agreed to make Nikhil a gift by transfer from his capital account 60% of the amount which Nikhil had to provide. Prepare revaluation account, partners capital account, bank account and balance sheet of Nikhil and Kiran. So here in this question it is given that there were two old partners Arun and Kiran and they were equal partners. Okay. So Arun and Kiran, they were equal partners, so their profit sharing ratio, old profit sharing ratio between Arun and Kiran was 1:1. As on 31st March 2015, Arun has decided to retire. Okay, the first partner Arun is retiring from the firm, and in his place, his son Nikhil would join the firm as a new partner on 1/4/2015, and Nikhil will get 2/5 share in the future profit. So the remaining share, that is 3/5, will go to Kiran. Okay, in the future Kiran and Nikhil will be the partners. Nikhil is entitled for 2/5 share, so remaining share is 3/5. So here the new profit sharing ratio between Kiran and Nikhil would be 3:2. Okay. So this is the old profit sharing ratio is 1:1 and new profit sharing ratio between Kiran and Nikhil is 3:2. Then let's see what are the other informations given. They have given the various assets and liabilities, data, stock, machinery, goodwill, and here you find goodwill to the extent of 10,000 in the balance sheet. So there is existing goodwill which should be written off to the old partner's capital account in the old profit sharing ratio, that is 1:1. Then on the liability side we find bank overdraft, creditors and capitals of Arun and Kiran. So here at the time of Arun's retirement, the firm's goodwill was valued at 40,000. Stock was written up to 80,000. Earlier the value of stock was 70,000. Now it is revalued at 80,000. So there is increase in the value of stock by 10,000. So which is a revaluation profit. Then 2,500 of debtors were considered as bad. Okay, again there is revaluation loss to the extent of 2,500 because of bad debts. A reserve of 5% for doubtful debt is necessary. So actually the gross debtors is 32,500, out of which 2,500 has already become bad debt. Okay, what is the remaining good debt now? 30,000. On that we have to create 5%. So 30,000 into 5%, which comes to 1,500. So that is the reserve for bad debt which we have to create now, which is a revaluation loss. Then machinery is written down to 80,000. Earlier the value of machinery was 92,500. Now it is 80,000. So there is decrease in the value of machinery. So which is a revaluation loss. So these are the adjustments which you have to show in the revaluation account. Okay. Now let's see how to prepare the revaluation account. In the revaluation account, for increase in the value of stock by 10,000, we are writing by stock account. 2 bad debts 2,500, 2 reserve for bad debt. How do we calculate here? 32,500 32,500 minus 2,500, we get 30,000. On that 5%, which comes to 1,500. Then machinery, it is reduced. Okay, so from 92,500 80,000. So reduction in the value of machinery is 12,500, which is a revaluation loss debited here. So after this we are going to close the revaluation account. We get the balancing figure here in the credit side, which represent that there is revaluation loss, net loss on revaluation. So which is to be transferred to old partners capital account in their old profit sharing ratio, that is 1:1. So Arun has to bear 3,250 and Kiran also has to bear 3,250. So now this is regarding the revaluation account. Let's see other informations given in the question. Next adjustment would be for goodwill treatment. As I said, existing goodwill of 10,000 is written off to the old partners capital account in the old profit sharing ratio. So what is the entry we have to write? Arun's capital account data, Kiran's capital account data, to goodwill account, 10,000 is distributed in 1:1 ratio, being the goodwill written off in old profit sharing ratio. Then out of the revalued goodwill, which is 40,000, we have to show another two adjustment. First, with regard to retiring partner share. Who is the retiring partner? Arun is the retiring partner. Earlier there were two partners, Arun and Kiran. Now Arun is retiring. So we have not yet shown the adjustment with regard to admission. So in the firm, there were two partners, Arun and Kiran. Arun is retiring. So who is the one remaining partner? Kiran. So now Kiran has to give compensation to Arun. How do we calculate this amount, compensation amount? The total goodwill is 40,000. They were equal partners. So 40,000 into 1/2, which comes to 20,000. So this 20,000 is the compensation, that is the retiring partner share of goodwill, which Kiran has to pay to the Arun. Okay. So now what will be the entry for that? Kiran's capital account data to Arun's capital account amount is 20,000. How do you get that? 40,000 into 1/2. So retiring partner share of revalued goodwill is adjusted. Then again, now only one partner was there. Who? Kiran. Okay. At the time of admission, Nikhil has joined Kiran. Now the new partner has to give compensation to Kiran because he will be sharing his profit in the future. We are not using sacrifice ratio here because there is only one remaining partner or one old partner. So the entire amount of goodwill which is to be given as a compensation by Nikhil to Kiran, it will be given to Kiran. Okay, how do we calculate that amount? 40,000, and what will be Nikhil's share in the future profit? He is entitled for 2/5 share. So we have to calculate 40,000 into 2/5, the amount comes to 16,000. So this is the compensation which the new partner has to give to the one remaining partner, that is Kiran. So what will be the entry? Nikhil's capital account data to Kiran's capital account. So these are the three adjustments with regard to goodwill which we have to show when we prepare the partner's capital account. Then let's come back to the question. Nikhil was admitted on the condition that enough money should be introduced to enable Arun to be paid out. So they have decided to pay off the entire amount due to the retiring partner at the time of his retirement. Then leave rupees 5,000 as cash at bank. So they have decided to maintain 5,000 rupees as cash at bank for working capital. And this contribution would make their capital proportion to the share of profit. So what is their share of profit in the future? It is 3:2. 3/5 which belongs to Kiran and 2/5 which belongs to Nikhil. Okay, whatever the capital of the future firm, that should be in that ratio, 3:2 ratio. So for that we have to first calculate in the working note what is the capital of the new firm. As we discussed in the previous question also, here we are using the formula capital is equal to assets minus liabilities. So here we have to take into consideration all the assets at their revalued figure and all the liabilities at their revalued figure, because we are going to take into consideration those assets and liabilities as we write in the balance sheet of the reconstituted firm, because we are calculating the capital of new firm. So you have to make that changes, and here total capital of the new firm we are going to calculate, value of various assets, datas. Now how do we calculate? 32,500 was the actual gross amount, out of which 2,500 is deducted as a bad debt here. Sorry. 2,500 is deducted. What is the remaining debtors? 30,000, out of which again RBD to the extent of 1,500 should be deducted. So remaining debtors would be 28,500. Then stock also we have to write the revalued figure, which is 80,000. Machinery also, earlier it was 92,500, now it has come down to 80,000. Then we didn't have cash at bank, but as they have decided to maintain 5,000 as a working capital, you have to write cash at bank balance also. Then goodwill we are not going to write because it is already written off. Okay, so here we are going to write all these balances: data, stock, machinery and cash at bank to the extent of working capital. So we get the total of 1,93,500. From this, we are going to deduct the various liabilities. Let's see what are the liabilities given in the question. We have bank overdraft, but when they have decided to maintain the working capital as cash at bank, rupees 5,000, this bank overdraft will be set off there. After paying the bank overdraft itself, this cash at bank will come into picture. So you don't consider this bank overdraft. Only one liability is there, that is creditors. So you have to deduct only creditors. Okay. So the remaining balance would be 1,69,500. So this total capital should be distributed between Kiran and Nikhil in their new profit sharing ratio, that is 3:2. It comes to Kiran 1,01,700 and Nikhil 67,800. Then let us also calculate what is the amount gifted by the retiring partner to the new partner. That is, Arun is the father of Nikhil. So Arun has decided to give, or he has decided to transfer 60% of the amount which Nikhil had to provide. Okay, whatever the capital and whatever the amount the new partner Nikhil had to provide, out of which 60% will be transferred from retiring partner, that is his father's account. Okay, so that we have to calculate what is the 60% we are going to transfer. We have come to know that the new partner has to bring in 67,800 as his capital. Along with that, at the time of goodwill adjustment, you have come to know that he has to give compensation of 16,000 to the one remaining partner, Kiran, okay, for sharing his profit, future profit. Okay, what is the total amount he has to bring in now? 67,800 towards capital plus 16,000 towards compensation of goodwill. Okay, total amount would be 83,800, out of which 60% will be transferred from Arun's account to Nikhil's account. So 60% transferred amount is 50,280. Remaining balancing figure, that is 40% of 83,800, should be brought in cash by Nikhil. Okay, so these are the working notes. In the first working note, that is regarding the treatment of goodwill. Then the second working note is with regard to calculation of capital of the new firm, and the third working note is with regard to calculation of the amount gifted by Arun to Nikhil. Then we are going to prepare the revaluation account, but revaluation account we have already discussed. Then straight away we are taking up the partner's capital account. In the partner's capital account, we have to follow the same sequence. First, we are going to write the opening capital balances of Arun and Kiran as given in the question. By balance brought down 75,000 and 1 lakh. And in this question, we didn't find any general reserve or any other kind of accumulated reserve. Here, we don't find any kind of reserve or profit and loss account debit or credit balance. So, we can skip that. Then we are going to make the entry for revaluation. In this case, we got revaluation loss. What is the entry we have passed here? Partners capital account data to revaluation account. So you have to write the entry here to revaluation account 3,250 and 3,250. Then the next entry would be for goodwill adjustment. So in the goodwill adjustment, first we have to make the entry for writing of the goodwill. What is the entry we have passed here? Arun's capital account data, Kiran's capital account data to goodwill account. So we are going to write here to goodwill account 5,000 and 5,000. Then the next adjustment entry would be for this one. Okay, for adjusting the retiring partner's share of goodwill in the revalued figure. Okay, Kiran's capital account data to Arun's capital account. So first we are going to make the entry in the credit side by Kiran's capital account, but the amount will be written in Arun's column. Then to Arun's capital account, but the amount will be written in Kiran's column. Okay, so that is the another entry which you have to make. By Kiran's capital account, amount is written in Arun's column. To Arun's capital account, the amount is written in Kiran's column. Then one more adjustment entry with regard to new partner share of revalued goodwill. Nikhil's capital account data to Kiran's capital account. Here we have to write the entry in the credit side by Nikhil's capital account, but the amount will be written in Kiran's column 16,000. Then the other part of the transaction to Kiran's capital account, but the amount will be written in Nikhil's column. Okay, this transaction by Nikhil's capital account 16,000 to Kiran's capital account, amount is written in Nikhil's column. Okay. After this, we have to make the entry for gift of 60% by Arun to Nikhil. Okay, what is the entry we have to pass here? What is the amount? Let's see. 50,280. So this is the amount which Arun is transferring to Nikhil's account. So whose account should be debited? Arun's account should be debited because he is giving the gift. So the entry is Arun's capital account data to Nikhil's capital account. So you have to write here by Arun's capital account 50,280 you have to write in Nikhil's column. Then to Nikhil's capital account 50,280. Okay, so this entry is also done. After this we are going to close the retiring partner's capital account. Who is the retiring partner? Arun. So if you check here, the total credit has come to 95,000. Here also 95,000. If you deduct these debit balances, revaluation loss, goodwill written off and transfer of gift, the remaining balance would be 36,470, which is the closing final balance in the retiring partners column, which they have decided to pay out entirely. Okay, so you have to write to bank account, Arun's capital account data to bank account. Okay, then after this we have to calculate whether there is deficit or surplus in the remaining partners capital account who are going to continue the firm. For that we have to first write what are the closing capital balances as we calculate here. Okay, we have calculated here what is the total capital, and that is distributed between Kiran and Nikhil in the new profit sharing ratio of 3:2. So you have to write these balances as the closing balance. So two balance carried down 1,01,700 and 67,800. So these balances are written here. Then you have to check which side is more. So obviously in this case we have debit side more in both the columns. So it is 1,29,950 and 83,800. Same total is written here. So when you take the balance, you get balancing figure of 13,950 and 33,520, which you get when you get the balancing figure on the credit side. It represents that there is deficit or shortage. This deficit should be brought in by the partners, that is Kiran and Nikhil has to bring in so much amount. So the entry would be bank account. You can mention also that it is a balancing figure. Okay, after this we are going to prepare the bank account. As I have already told you, in this case we did not have any opening bank balance given in the asset side. We don't find any cash at bank, but there was bank overdraft. So if there is cash at bank opening balance, what do we write? To balance brought down. But in this case there is overdraft. So how do we write? By balance brought down you have to write. What was the bank overdraft amount? 6,000. After that, wherever you have bank related transaction, you have to write that. While paying Arun for the remaining balance amount, we have written the entry Arun's capital account data to bank account. So by Arun's capital account you have to write here. Then when the remaining partner or the new partners and the one remaining partner, when they brought in the amount here in the partner's capital account, you have written the amount bank account data to partner's capital account. So you have to write here to Nikhil's capital account to Kiran's capital account. So thereby we are going to close the bank account, and the balancing figure we get is 5,000, and it should be 5,000 because they have decided to maintain 5,000 as the working capital. In the exam also you can cross check it. If you get exactly the amount which they have decided to maintain as a working capital, then it means that whatever the solution you have done so far is correct. Okay, if it is not correct, then this balance will be a different one when compared to the working capital which they have decided to maintain. Okay, then we are going to prepare the balance sheet of Kiran and Nikhil as on 1st April 2015. On the asset side we have to write all the assets at their revalued figure. Datas 32,500 minus 2,500, from that RBD is deducted, so it will be 28,500. Stock at revalued figure, machinery at revalued figure, cash at bank, the working capital amount which they have decided to maintain. Then on the credits liability side, creditors and capitals of two partners. In this case, normally in the second chapter we have seen at the time of retirement, whenever the retiring partner has not paid entire amount, then it was taken as a loan and that would appear here. But in this case the entire amount has been paid to the retiring partner, so you will not have that liability. So the balance sheet will tally at 1,93,500. So that's it for this session. Let us take a few more questions in the upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.